I'm Jen, and on the table today I have the REV'IT Portland women's boot. Now, this is going to be a good boot for you fashion-conscious riders out there. I see this boot being at home at shows like the Born Free or One Show, or just at your local biker bar. If you just want to elevate your game a little bit when it comes to the shoe that you're riding in, this is one you want to take a peek at. It has that Doc Marten vibe. It has that translucent sole you can see here, even with that welt stitching. So again, a lot of nice styling cues happening throughout this boot. I do want to talk about the secondary colorway. It's a little hard to see in that product photo, that olive color. So if you look here to the side, we're going to give you a nice close zoom in so you could get a better sense of what that color looks like. These boots have a full leather construction, and I gotta tell you, they smell really great on the table right now. And they all price in around $280. Now, some notes about sizing. I normally wear a size 7, 7.5 in US women's, and according to the sizing chart, I should be in 38, and that's what I normally wear in REV'IT shoes. That is a true to size fit. Our recommendation is go ahead and order the size you would normally wear. Now, do keep in mind this product is going to ship to you for free, and as always, our price match policy is in place to guarantee you the lowest price available. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the features of the Portland boot, and I'm going to take you into this front view here. Starting up top, it has that traditional lace-up system that we see in a combat-style boot with these 3 metal hooks up top. Now, there's no easy workarounds on this boot. You're going to be lacing them up and down every single time, so just bear that in mind when you look at this boot. Coming down into the toe box area, I'm going to give you a little flex and give here so you can see the reinforcement that's happening in that toe box area. Now, the solution that REV'IT's using here on the shifter pad area is kind of unique, so I want to spend a minute just telling you about it. Normally, we just see a little patch of extra leather on top, for that high wear area from the shifter pad. Instead, REV'IT's gone in with this kind of 3-thread system. It looks pretty cool. It's a neat styling. I also see this working pretty well to help find and engage with that shifter. The only question I have is this going to hold up long term as long as the traditional pad that we see on most shoes? Can't say right now because this is a pretty unique feature, just something to take a look at and bear in mind. So coming into the side view of this boot. Up at top, I want to point out it does have that ankle protection. It is a 9-inch height boot as well, so pretty tall, just bear that in mind. And down on the ankle, you have that hard TPU ankle protector that is foam backed for your comfort. And then coming in here, again, I feel like this is the star of the show in this boot is the sole. Has that translucent kind of feel and give. It's not something we commonly see in the riding boot segment. And it also has that welt stitching on top for that really classic look and feel. Normally speaking, that kind of welt design would mean that this sole could be replaceable by your traditional cobbler. So just like another neat little Easter egg to think about with these boots. When it comes to the flex scale, this is about a 5 out of 10 on the flex scale, so very middle in the road on that flexibility. I do want to point out that this sole has about a 1 to 1.5 inch lift, so if you're a short rider like me, you're probably going to appreciate that little extra oomph in the height category. On the bottom of the boot here, it has that lugging that we're used to seeing on a combat style boot. Again, that's going to give you good grip on the foot pegs and on the sidewalk. I want to point out there's just one little logo hit here on the ankle, and it's kind of got that mod rocker kind of cool vibe to it, and it's just an embossment, so it's a pretty subdued kind of logo hit. On the back side of the boot, this is a reinforced heel cup, as you can see as I press in. I do like this reflective hit. It's not too loud or noisy. It's a black on black kind of reflective hit. It's going to be good for your visibility. And then working our way up the boot, this tab's going to be your best friend. Again, this is a full traditional lace-up system. You're really going to need this to pull this boot on and off, and it works quite effectively. And so there you have it. That is going to be your 360 overview of the REV'IT Portland women's boot. Again, this is the kind of boot I could see at home at like the Born Free show or the One Show or your local biker bar. If you want to just have a little extra something happening in your riding attire, this is a neat one to take a peek at. Now, if you have more questions, go ahead and hit the info button on your desktop or mobile device. It'll redirect you to the product page. You're going to see some more product features, other colorways, and read some reviews from riders like yourself. If you have more questions about this boot, give our customer service a call. They'll be happy to walk you through this boot and other options you might have for your ride. All right, well, thanks for hanging out as we take a closer look at the REV'IT Portland women's boot. I'm Jen. Keep it on, too.